You can pull this image up online. Top in the white letters it says La Florida, Mortis, 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 Americana, Mortis, Americana. And of course you can see the symbol of the tarbouche, or the halo, also we call later the fez. Of course he's got the feathers coming out of the wrap. You can see the complexion, and you can see the ancient structures in the back, which is castles, the castles of the Moorish Tartarians. You can see the steeples representing the harnessing of energy from the atmosphere, free electricity, free energy, the whole nine. And it's telling you at the top, once again, who we really are. And I still find it interesting that so many people online are trying to say the Moors are foreigners and invaders and sellouts and dirty Moors and on and on. That's the image that you can find that image online. I want to go back to a few things also. I want to show you this one again, which is going back to Anubis. An image that Brother Tressel Reese Bay down in the territory of Florida sent me. I'm going to mention this one again, read it to you. Origin of the word Moor, M-A-U-R, M-A-O-O-R, Wallace Budge. Refers to the term M-A-U-R to mean the title of a high priest to Anu. This also shows that the Sumerian god Anu, on a form of Ra, was worshipped in Tamaria, which is Kemet, Egypt first. Therefore, the term Moor is ancient. Tamarian word, Menu Neter, Mar. Peace to Tressel Reese Bay for sending that image down on the territory of Florida, reminding us of what Wallace Budge taught years ago about the word Moor being ancient. And of course, Tamaria is the ancient Americas, as we all know. Many of you teach, especially the brother down in South America that wants to knock the Moors. Brother mentioned in the video I'm responding to about that the product that was traded worldwide was the product of corn. And I knew I was going to nail his ass when he said that, because I started with this image. I'm going to end with this image. This says the Muslim Corn Palace. So if we traded corn nationwide, we have a Muslim Corn Palace. And of course, that's very ancient. 1890 Sioux City Corn Palace. The fourth palace, one of four corn palaces. This image is the fourth corn palace in Sioux City, Iowa. Hawa is the name of Iowa. Pay attention to that. Hawa is the name of Iowa. Because the brother said we have to have a conference to rename a lot of the territories in Americas. He doesn't know the real names of the territories in Americas, but he's a chief. But I guess the Moors do know the real names of these places in the Americas. But the chief doesn't. Right here. Hawa. The architect is Gothic, which is Moorish Tartarian. Mode of craftsmanship, according to the Dictionary of the Architect of Archaeology, is of the Middle Ages by John Britton. The amazing thing about this palace is that it had electricity, free energy, and it was made with corn. Made with corn. So we are dealing with a very advanced tribe, nation, Sioux, serpent, dragon. Serpent were wise beings, highly intelligent beings. Dragons are dragon families of Berber Moors here. According to the architecture, they even had railways that ran under this corn palace. So there was definitely a commercial building used for harvesting corn, hence the name Corn Palace. These kinds of structures prove that not only did we have Moors in America, but they ran the corn industry too. But he said that the autochthonous tribes ran the corn industry. So is he saying he was a Moor? because here it says the Moors ran it. So maybe he's talking about the same people, but then he's using words that are trying to divide people. Obviously trying to divide people. They are trying to divide us with this dirty Moor nonsense. Here's another corn palace. Ancient structure out of the Midwest. Pull up corn palaces and see how many there are throughout the Americas. I'm going to end here. These are my brothers that I'm responding to. We probably are family. We're probably related down the line someplace. It's just that sometimes family gets disrespectful. They get out of pocket. So you got to hit them with the truth and love. Not truth and anger or truth and rage, but truth and love. This is why I've taken the time to put this video out to all of you who are just looking for the information on who's who. And also to address the bullshit that was put out. Once again, the brother says that after the foreigners are gone, which we know who the foreigners are, Drew Ali clearly pointed out who they were. And he didn't say they were dirty Moors. He said they were Europeans. After the foreigners are gone, they will have to have a meeting to come up with names to name the cities. So, once again, they have to come up with names to name the cities. That's a direct quote from the brother. And I have presented this information to you before just to show you that the Moors do know the names of the territories. And I'm wondering why the chief doesn't. Utah, Utah, Uda, Udea, is a group of four gods with hidden arms. Missouri is Mezurah, or royal son, or son of God. Minsun, Mesurah. Alabama is, as it sounds, Allah-Mba, or Allah-Inba, and it means in the presence of all laws, or in the presence of the Creator. That's the word Allah means all laws, and refers to the creation that created land, air, water, and sun, which is the word laws, which you get all laws. That's in our language. Missouri is, Mississippi, and he loves to talk about Mississippi, which I have heritage down there too. I know a lot about Mississippi, specifically Jackson and Raymond. Mississippi is Isis shrine, Isissippi, shrine of Isis. Has he ever told you that? Remember that the Americas is ancient Egypt, and the Moors were the high priest of ancient Egypt, Tamure. Texas is the word Tichusa, Chusa, which stands for the 7 divine masters of wisdom. 7 divine masters, as in circle 7. And it's also referred to as the Lone Star State. Star. Circle around the star. Iowa is Hawa, or Jah the Great. Minnesota is Min-Satah, and that is the 5 Egyptian kings of the first dynasty. And there's more in Minnesota, but I'm not going to tell you. Manhattan is Minatan. And that has to do with the Egyptian gods of fertility. Tennessee is Tanis. And that is the term Tennessee Tanis is the progenitors of Tanus. Memphis is Memphah, M-E-N-P-H, or M-E-N-P-T-H, like Ta, Mem-Ta. And Menta in the Medu Neter means all laws will conquer, or Allah will conquer. All laws. Philadelphia. Philadelphia is named by the ancient Moorish Israelites. Let that sink in. The ancient Moorish Israelites who wrote the, who were, who basically established the writings of the Septuagint. Philadelphians. And we can go on and on, but I think that's enough for you. So how is it that the chief has to have a conference with other people to come up with names of the cities and territories of the Americas, but me being just a Moor, supposedly according to him, a foreigner? But I can give you the names of these cities and some of these territories, the ancient names. I can give you the ancient names in other languages, but that's going to be a longer video. So I leave with this to you all. If you want to know about Moors, if you really want to know, there's several people you can contact that will put you on point with the information, and they won't be biased. They're going to tell you the good and the bad. But these brothers that are online yelling dirty Moor and trying to show you that Moors are foreigners, yelling dirty Moor, every time you watch them you hear dirty Moor, saying that Moors are foreigners and they came in and invaded and joined the sides of the Europeans to overthrow and conquer the indigenous people of the Americas. That's not true, people. It's not true. And it doesn't make any sense either. And I think you have enough information to put those people on check now. So I hope I've given you enough. And if you feel like you want to build, please reach out to me. You can reach me at solidmind productions@gmail.com. And peace to all of you, even the brothers that want to be disrespectful. Peace to you too. I think eventually this thing is going to work itself out. And nationality is the order of the day. If they're not teaching you about nationality, they're not teaching you very much. Nationality and economics, the order of the day. So peace to my brothers and sisters, and thank you, and I hope we can build soon. Peace.